Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with the final episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Last time on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, we had the other side of the gateway, where basically a broken and beaten father was desperate and tried to take the Philosopher's Stone within Greed. However, Greed was able to kind of he reversed his own power, basically, and made Father's body incredibly brittle. And Greed ended up sacrificing himself, but he died happy because he got the thing that he truly wanted. Friends. The friends he made along the way. And Ed was able to deliver one final punch, which killed Father once and for all. He was then... his spirit was basically then taken to meet the truth, and yeah, he was basically given his punishment for trying to play God. And that was pretty much that. After that, Ed realized that in order to bring Al's body back from beyond the portal, he had to give up his own alchemy. So he transmuted himself up there, and then he sacrificed his door of truth in order to return himself and Al back into the real world. So Al was back, and he has his body now. Then Hohenheim went to the grave of his wife and said that even though he does want to live, he can die happy, and he did. He ended up dying there. And that was pretty much where we left it. So, I mean, this is nice, actually, that it seems we're just going to get an episode where we just get to, like, chill out and see what happens in the aftermath. I love that, actually. Like, that's a nice thing. That's a nice thing, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. So, yeah. Also, next week, we're starting a new show here in the Thursday time slot. I haven't decided, but I've got two big contenders for the time slot, so I have to pick between one of them. But, yeah. So stay tuned next week as we start a new anime. After, obviously, it'll still be in this same time slot after JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Also check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure if you haven't anyway. So, like always, the reaction is down in the description and the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into the final episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Here we go. That was nice. That was nice. That was really nice to just, like, after everything we've gone through, to just sit back and watch some happiness. That's some good shit right there. Alrighty. That is the end of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. What a show. What a show. Oh, boy. I mean, that... See, it's an interesting thing, because I'll see lists sometimes of, like, the best anime of all time, and I consistently see Fullmetal up there. I want to believe that the reason it's up there is because there is genuinely nothing bad in this show. And I know how that sounds like, well, yeah, if there's nothing bad in the show, then surely that's why it's... But I don't know, like, I don't know if I can put it that high. But then again, what's its competition? For me, at least, you know, judging Fullmetal based on... Judging Fullmetal based on, you know... the other anime I've seen, I mean, I enjoyed this more than Attack on Titan. I enjoy it more than I am the current season of My Hero Academia. So there's that, you know. Greatest anime of all time. That's a tough one. At the very least, it would be in my personal top 10. Maybe my personal top 5, honestly. So, I mean, it deserves a lot of the praise that it gets, you know. But I know it's always like, the lists are always this and then like Cowboy Bebop, both of which I've reacted to now, and both of which I kind of look at and is like, well, there's nothing bad in it. I don't know. Can't believe it's over though. I can't believe it's over. 64 episodes. Man, we started this around the same time that we started Better Call Saul. Which somehow... Oh yeah, that evens out. We only finished that about 5 weeks ago. And this... I guess that evens out. So yeah, we started this around the same time we started Better Call Saul. They're practically the same length, you know? I don't know. Alright, notes. Ishval. Roy wants to rebuild Ishval. I like that. That's just immediately he's working on that. Now, we did not see... Well, okay, we did not initially see him as the Fuhrer. Grumman became the Fuhrer first. Which I guess that makes sense in terms of... some terms of seniority, I guess. It makes sense. But, at the end, the picture we see of Roy, I'm pretty sure it's specifically the hat. The hat signifies him as Fuhrer Mustang. So, eventually he did become the Fuhrer. But yeah, I also love the detail that as Fuhrer he has a mustache. Apparently that's just a thing. If you're going to be the Fuhrer, you have to have a mustache. So, that's why Grumman was the Fuhrer before Roy. They looked at both of them and was like, well, he's got a mustache, so... But he wants to heal Ishval, which was pretty good. And then, yeah, Dr. Marco fixed his eyes. Which, that's an interesting thing that... which, I mean, I guess I never really thought of it like this, but... Because I actually started rewatching the show in my own time. And I've only gotten through episode 4. Oh, God. But something... I don't even think I truly grasped this. Like, I don't think I truly understood it until recently, that the Philosopher's Stone lets you make something from nothing, basically. Essentially, you're making something from those souls, which is how the homunculi regenerate. I don't know if I ever actually put that together, so call me an idiot if you want, but I don't think I actually put that together, so yeah. But that was the reason... You know, because Ed and Al figured out that the Philosopher's Stone is made from human souls, that's why they didn't want to use it anymore, you know? But that's the thing, is that's, again, I don't know, maybe it's just, I mean, there was a lot of information in those early days, too. So maybe I just didn't quite get it, but yeah, but that's the whole purpose, obviously, is that the Philosopher's Stone would have given them their bodies back because they would have made bodies, basically, you know? And so with that last Philosopher's Stone, they were able to heal Roy's eyes and Havoc's legs, you know? So yeah, I guess I just never thought of it like that. Because, I mean, you know, it was basically watching, was it Father Cornello, and, you know, how he was using alchemy. And I guess I just never really thought of it, but here you go. But again, that was episode 3 when I really didn't know what was happening, you know? So finally I've understood a very basic thing in Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh well. But yeah, so that's an interesting thing. But Roy did eventually get his eyes back. See, I still thought that because, you know, Ed gave up his alchemy, I thought Roy might give up his flame alchemy in order to get his eyesight back, you know? Because why would Roy even need it now, you know? But this does mean that Roy... So I assume Roy still has that transmutation. Izumi would still have that too. And I guess Izumi doesn't need any help because Hohenheim patched up her insides as best he could, you know? And then I guess Al should be able to do that, shouldn't he? Al should be able to use alchemy, but Hohenheim is dead, and Ed specifically can't. Ed lost his alchemy, or gave up his alchemy, you know? So yeah. So those three should still be able to do the circle-less transmutation, you know? So yeah. So that's interesting. And then we have Scar and Miles going in. They're going to help rebuild Ishval, continue the teachings and the religion and the culture and everything. And I like that. And I like Scar giving up his name again. You know, he gave up the name Scar. Now he's the Ishvalan with no name. He's exactly like the backstory of Piccolo, which is pretty cool. So yeah. We did also get Ling and Mei, which I kind of suspected would happen, that Ling has the Philosopher's Stone, thus he will be the Emperor of Xing, but he's going to protect Mei's clan. He's going to protect all the clans because he's a good man, you know? He's a good man. He's not going to be like his father. So I like that. And I did like that moment where Mei said, you know, trying to protect everyone, that's too greedy, you know? And it's like, he rubbed off on him a bit, but that was good. And then, the other stuff, Fuhrer Grumman, that was interesting. Salim, again, I would have just killed him. But I never liked Salim. So, meh. What exactly was the thing on his head, though? It's not like it was an umbilical cord or anything. I don't even know what the fuck happened to him anyway. So, but yeah, and then we got home to Winry, and man, I gotta say, I really do like, because I like seeing Ed getting older. I think that was really good. It's like, and he's getting taller. He outgrew Winry finally. You know, good for him. This is what he's always wanted. But I have to say, I love, because you can definitely always see a resemblance between Ed and his father, Hohenheim. I gotta say, though, Al definitely got the build. Like, once his muscles, you know, started coming back, you know, once he started getting back to business, he definitely has the frame of his father more than Ed does, which is interesting. Which, honestly, that makes sense. I have a similar thing going on too. You can especially tell in our Doctor Who Classic reactions, but I have a very similar build to my dad. So, and my older brother doesn't. So I did like that. But yeah, once he started getting his muscles back, I was like, holy shit, Al is handsome. He's handsome. He's jacked. You know, it's great. I love it. And he got a haircut. They both started wearing like button-up shirts and vests and trench coats and stuff. They look so friggin' handsome now. But yeah, they want to explore the world. They want to go learn Brown as much as they can. Sorry, that's a obscure reference. Anyway, Brown bricks. Minecraft. But they want to learn as much as they can. And so Al is heading east to Xing, where he's got his girlfriend. And then Ed is heading west. Alone, unfortunately. But I mean, I do also like the idea that, you know, they go opposite directions. So, in theory, they should meet back up on the other side of the world. But, yeah. I also do like the distinction that Ed still doesn't have his leg, you know? Ed still doesn't have his leg. He did not get that back, and there's no way of getting it back, so he just keeps his automail left leg. But I like how they phrase it that it's now a reminder for him, you know? So it's a reminder of everything that happened, and yeah, that's really good. I like that. So yeah, and also just the whole thing of, well, if Winry doesn't have anything to do, you know? And then we did get that moment where Ed was departing, and the awful confession between the two of them, but it worked. It worked, and we saw in the end that they did get married and they did have children. So that was good. That was good. I like that. I've seen people recently dogging on the end of Fullmetal. I haven't seen any specifics about it, but I've seen people dogging on it a bit. I don't get it. It's nice. It's nice. It's a happy ending. Unless, the only thing I can think, because I think this is something recently, that I feel like there's so many people out there that just want just fucking depressing shit, you know? They want, dark, depressing, the end of Game of Thrones or something like. They want, I feel like a lot of people are tired of heroes and they want more anti-heroes, which I kind of thought was already a phase we went through and are getting over, but see, I'm kind of the opposite. Like, where everyone else wants their Attack on Titans and stuff and their recent seasons of My Hero Academia, I want shit like this, I want this. I want my Jonathan Joestars. I want my good boys. I want my Demon Slayers, I want my good heroes who get happy endings. Like, I really do enjoy that. And I think maybe that's also just because, let's all face it, the world's gone to shit. Not to get, too into it or anything, but especially just in the last decade or so. And I say that. I say that knowing full well, the world's always been shit. The world's always been shit. It's just now we can talk to each other all the goddamn time, But there's just so much of that to where it's like, I don't want to watch a depressing anime, I don't want to watch how the people are going against the heroes in My Hero or any of Eren Yeager's horse manure in Attack on Titan. I don't want to watch that. You know what I want to watch? I want to watch Edward Elric getting a happy ending after he defeated the great evil. I want to see the Joestars being good people in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I want to see Tanjiro being such a good person in Demon Slayer that he respects every demon he kills. It's incredible. That's what I want. That's what Fullmetal gave me. Even something like Cowboy Bebop gave me a better ending than some of the crap I see today. Like the end of Cowboy Bebop, without going into spoilers, I felt was really good. And you could argue that Cowboy Bebop, they're all anti-heroes, That's kind of their point. But I still got something out of Cowboy Bebop more than I did out of some of this other stuff I see, It's like, let's have happy things. Happy things. We're supposed to fucking escape, We're supposed to escape from troubles and watch something good and fun. And that's what this is. Maybe that's why people rate this as the best anime of all time, Personally, yeah, I would say top 5 right now. Maybe top 10 at the very least, top 10. But I enjoyed this from top to bottom. This was an excellent show. And I'm excited to start something new next week. Again, I don't know. I have 2 choices. Okay, I'll just go ahead and say what the 2 choices are. And that way, next week, at least some of you will be disappointed. This is a terrible idea. But the 2 ideas I have are Mob Psycho 100, and the other one is Kaguya-sama Love is War. Both of those I want to watch. So whichever one I choose, know that I'm going to get to the other one eventually. So if next week it's Kaguya-sama, eventually I will get to Mob Psycho 100. If next week is Mob Psycho, I will get back to Kaguya. Because both of those shows I want to react to. It's just a matter of time, basically. So it's just a matter of which one I do first. Again, I haven't decided, but it's going to be one of those 2. And I'm excited to see, because those are also very highly rated anime. So I'm very, very curious to get into those. But yeah, I have enjoyed this. I have very, very much enjoyed this. And I hope you have enjoyed watching this series with me. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video and this entire series. If you want to rewatch all of my Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reactions, you can click on the playlist or on the other video that's also on screen, which may just be the next series, who knows. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.